What's the difference between low lives and intelligent people? I was trying to make a video just before this, and I don't. I have to stop it and make another one. Now that would have made me mad, but I did not get mad this time. Are these people who are hounding us, these people who are causing problems in our lives, and they're doing it relentlessly. Do you see any sign of intelligence in these people? Obviously, they can read and write and drive and talk and walk, but do you see any signs of higher life in them? Or higher intelligence? Or higher form of thinking? Higher awareness level? No, you don't. Anybody with any type of awareness level, I think, is an intelligent person. Because an intelligent person is a person who actually look at different sides to things. It takes a long time for them to get angry, and it takes an even longer time for them to actually act on the anger. But when it comes to these low-life people, they keep pushing their agenda. What they do basically is like see the worst in people. They see the most upsetting thing. They're pushing negativity. They're pushing all kinds of frequencies they're using, all kinds of different technologies that they're using just to cause discomfort and dis-ease in people. How are these people have higher understanding, of higher awareness or higher intelligence? They don't know. There's somebody just put a weapon in their hand, will take this weapon, turn it on, and laser somebody, and that's what they do. They don't understand how that works. They don't want to understand. The less they know is the better off they are. And the thing is, I hate that women are doing this, but they are. They're doing it to other women. And that makes me sound, as I just realized that makes me sound like a feminist bee. Why not a woman? It's not, men are not the only one who fight wars, and that's true, and I apologize. But as a woman, it just makes me feel like women should not be doing this. Because naturally, in the man's world, women should have more empathy. They should have more empathy towards other women as well as men. But they're doing it too. Like this thing where they just want to hurt people, and I just don't understand this. What is making them so angry? What is driving them? What is causing them to keep this up for so long? Is it money? I mean, how much money are we talking about here? Where is this money coming from? Is it, what do they feel like is it something biblical? I just don't understand. What is it? Is it what do people call an ascension? Or I really don't know what an ascension is. A rapture? I don't know what these things are. But if there is a rapture, that means there is a God, there is a governing body, there is a hierarchy, there is a certain order, there is a government within the heavens. How is it to fly with that? How is this what they're doing supposed to fly with that if they really believe it's something like esoterica? It's a form of religious, something religious or whatever. How does what they're doing to us meshing with that? And if it's money, it's money. Or if it's, what is it, they're fighting for world power? What are they doing? I mean, it's happening all over the world. It's happening in Europe, it's happening in Asia, it's happening here, it's happening in Australia, it's happening all over. Africa, everywhere. We are not the only ones. I think Africa and is one of the worst, the place where you will find this very prevalent. Gang stalking. That's probably where it originated. So, or organized stalking, terrorizing these villages. These people are living in peace. Their lives are hard enough already, and then they have these a-holes just, with these guns driving around massacring people and scaring them. This Africa is very rich. It's very rich. Why do the richest countries have the poorest people? Bad government, bad people in positions of power. There's money. When is enough money enough for these people? What do they want with all this money? What are they going to buy? How long is our lifespan that they have to gather and gather and take from people and gather and take it off the sweat of other people's back? What are they going to do with it in the end? What are they planning to live for 1,000 years? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen now. So I'm asking is like, what is this that drives these low lives? What drives them? And how come people with any type of awareness, any type of intelligence, we would have a hard time doing this? We wouldn't even know where to begin. Because our awareness level is not, this is like, we have to learn this. Like, first, we wouldn't get past why we would have to do this. Why? I don't understand. Because we understand the value of friendships. We understand the value of relationships. We understand the value of building an individual up so that they can be the best that they can be. They understand the value of destroying friendships, destroying relationships, and making a man feel like he's unworthy and useless and a piece of garbage. So he never ever tries for anything. I just want to know why they're doing this. Why would they do something like this? What is their motivation? What is getting them out of bed every morning? I gather there's people who just getting a paycheck from them, from the higher ups, the ones with the real money, and they just want the money and they will mess with anybody. But the big ones, the ones who has the bank and is dispensing the money, what is their motivation? When is enough enough? What are they trying to do? We should just dispense with all the freaking currency then and go back to bartering. Sit down and go spend that, eat that and put them all in a pasture and let them eat all the money they have. Just eat it. Enjoy that. Live on those pieces of paper for a whole year. See, part of this is also as I'm talking, it's not the voice anyway. It's me. It's like, is it to corrupt our relationship with money? Is it to corrupt our relationship with money? But it doesn't. It doesn't corrupt my relationship with money at all. See, at once I had a bad relationship with money. I was full of negativity. And I didn't have a good relationship with money. All I saw was lack of. And I had to retrain my thoughts. I am positive now. I am more empowered now because it took a lot of work and a lot of knocks on my head to get this way. As Les Brown said, take your knocks now so you can have a better life tomorrow. So, driving these people, what is causing them, it's just like, even if you all are saying the government, it's got to be money somewhere in this. What is the use of what is this power? They already have power over us. Why do they have to do this? Why do they have to do these things? It's like the difference between low-lives and intelligent people is vast. Because all they do, they see limitation, lack. They want you to feel worthless, unworthy, and that you will never amount to anything. And they go about using their, not contacts, what they can do is they're hacking everything. They have access to certain databases with information, and they're just using it to thwart people. And again, just in my head, people around me will think they're going to leave me alone. Well, this is out there. It's going to bug them anyway, with or without me. This is whatever this is going to bother them anyway, with or without me. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. At some point, it'll land on their doorstep anyway. This is what she's trying to use, like connections I have, my friend John is like, she's trying to use connections I have, like to just to limit me, censor what I say. censor everything I say. I'm not taking it. Whatever they're doing, they're going to get to them anyway. So why does it matter? Happening anyway. Whether it doesn't matter if I say yay or nay, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen to people anyway. Somehow it's affecting people. I don't understand like what is their motivation? What do they want to do? I mean, it's like how much money they have already? When is enough enough? When is enough enough for these low lives? When is it gonna be like enough is enough? What, enough dead bodies, enough pain, suffering? What are they doing? Catching people's pain and bottling it and selling it? What are they doing? What the hell is this about? I have no idea. It brings me back to the same old question, the difference between low lives and intelligent people. Because we wouldn't do this. No matter what they do, we wouldn't do this. We wouldn't go out there and start doing this for money or doing this for, for fun. I just don't understand that. Begin. How do I get myself to this place to think that it's okay to do that? How many morals do I have to swallow and just suppress? How many patterns from birth to now that I have to bypass? How many differences between what is right and what is wrong do I have to chuck out the window? How do they become the people they are? Become these people that thinking that it's okay to do this to someone. I mean, what are they? How do they? It's like that space right there. How are they able to do this? What is happening within them that is making them, giving them, telling them it's okay to do this and to sustain it for so long? To see a person clearly suffering and they're causing it. That's like seeing a person on the ground and taking a bottle of acid and throwing it all over their body and laughing while they're fucking doing it. While they're fucking doing it. They think it's hilarious. Something is wrong. I feel like almost like I want to cry for everyone, for them included. Because something is wrong with all of this. The only thing we can do is stay firm in faith and in God and in ourselves and each other and the powers that be. That somehow this is going to pass, it's going to go away, and we will be set free. This can't last forever. There have been lots of times in history when lots of bad things happened and it passed. This is just one of them. This is just another bad time. Unfortunately, it's in our lifetime and we have to just ride it out until it passes. We don't have a choice. Let's just ride it out until it passes, because these people, they're merciless. It's the equivalent of having a dead body, a living person on the ground and pouring acid all over that person and laughing. They saw that on TV. Well, somebody got away with it on TV, so it's okay for them to do. They hacked in and they saw somebody else doing it somewhere. It's okay for them to do. They looked and saw there's something else they saw, and they saw it's okay for them to do. They use any excuse they can to carry out this criminalistic behavior. Anything they can. Anything they can. Real, fabricated, near or far, it doesn't matter. They look for any trivial thing they can to mess with you. Then you think it's okay. Think it's okay. They're always, which is just like they're like animals, and they're looking for an excuse to be animalistic, to treat us like we're garbage. They're looking for anything. Anything and everything. Anything and everything. What she wants me to do always is when she says things, she wants me to say it out here. See, they know things that they're not supposed to know. And this is part of the problem. But they knew this the day before they started hacking my past, my friends, my family. And they knew this. So they knew how this was going to end up, and they still did it anyway. That's not my fault. She just likes to do this. She gets off on this. Stand firm. I let the anger pass. Just breathe it out. Let the anger pass. And I know that this is gonna pass as well. Like I said, in history, there have been records of horrible things happening. But that, it passed. It passed. So now, we just have to write this out and try to keep our cool, keep our intelligence, keep our faith, and try to stay balanced while this passes as well. Let's not sink to their level. They're not worth it.